There is an obvious problem when travelling to new countries and new destinations for your photography, and it's not having to clean and maintain your camera gear. No, that's just part of daily life in dusty Bolivia, but the problem, well, the problem starts to unravel itself as this video goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the dusty plains and red rock canyons of Bolivia. After hours spent in the back of a Land Cruiser driving on bumpy, dusty desert roads, it was a relief to suddenly arrive in this place, Villa Mar, a beautiful little town seemingly in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But if you look closely, you'll see that this town is nestled amongst these beautiful red rock canyons. And after days spent on the open plains, this was going to make for quite a nice change.
So this place is incredible. Driving through it was amazing. But we got here like an hour before sunset, so I am absolutely kidding myself if I think I can find a composition amongst all these rocks. It goes on for miles and miles and miles. It's amazing. So I think the best course of action actually is to climb up the rocks, up there. You can see Brendan's up there, we had a scout before. And I actually want to shoot the distant landscape, which seems counterintuitive because there'll be no rocks in it at all. But I would be a headless chicken if I was to try and photograph these rocks, so let's go for a climb instead, I think.
Now, I know what you're thinking, and you are correct. It does feel wrong to come to a location like this and ignore the very thing that makes it special, such as these beautiful canyons and red rocks. But honestly, I know my limitations. I had less than an hour of usable light, and there was no way that I could explore this location and find a composition, so I had to go for the easier, more obvious option. But I'll be honest with you, I wasn't actually worried too much about photography. I just wanted to have fun, hang out with friends, and climb these rocks.
Oh, Tom, that's an epic shot! You ruined my audio!
You know when you put a lot of time and effort into filming that beautiful hero clip, and then it's completely ruined by your mate shouting how epic you look? Yeah, cheers, Brendan. In all seriousness, this was a really fun photo shoot, hanging out with friends and climbing on rocks, but it should start becoming apparent now what the problem is with travelling to locations like this for your photography.
Ah, this is the shot that I wanted. Looking out over the plains towards the distant hills. But unfortunately, I'm not sure the light's working for me. But honestly, like, photography is what's brought me here, but it doesn't mean that I have to get a photograph. As I mentioned before, there's no way I'm going to find a composition amongst all these rocks. I'd need days and days and days here. But scrambling around on the rocks, looking for compositions and exploring the area, that's the real joy. If you get a photograph, great. If you don't, I'm not going to kick myself. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow evening, I'm not sure. Maybe not. But what a place and what an experience. How you doing, Brendan?
Cool. Man, I'm struggling with the lack of oxygen. I feel totally fine and then I stop and I get a little bit dizzy and lightheaded and I hope I don't fall off a cliff and die.
I'm going to go for a walk. It's beautiful up here, but it's not a shot. But I've seen the tip of a shot. Other side of these rocks, the distant mountains look like they're lighting up beautifully. And it's obscured at the minute by all of these canyon rocks in front of me. But if I walk a couple hundred meters that way, get past the rocks, and I think there's going to be a mega view. Brendan doesn't want to join me because he's too lazy. We're going to make him regret that decision. Right, let's go. Last chance, Brendan. Are you coming?
Do you want to see my frame first?
Okay. Yeah? Oh, with my bag in it?
Thomas Hayton hates my photo.
Thomas Hayton.
Stomping Tom Heaton.
Tom
coming? Stomping Tom. F it, let's go.
Right, come on.
But I only have a wide angle, Tom.
Well, it's okay, you'll make do. Brendan, make do. Right, we're going to scramble ourselves back down through the rocks. Go for a bit of a walk and hopefully just catch the last rays. We've got 20 minutes before the sunset. The best light's probably right now, actually. Oh, getting down here with a big bag is not good. Big bag, big camera. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my bag's gonna catch the rock if I jump. I'm going this way.
Once you leave your camera,
Yeah.
You guys want to watch Thomas Heaton die?
Okay, you stay there. Stay. There we go, down climbing backwards with a bag on. It's the more sensible option. Up. Alright. Hard bit done. Now, we just go that way. Okay, so we have come for a walk just around the corner, maybe 100 meters. And you're not going to be able to see it in this clip. But just over there are some beautiful mountains. It's going to require two things. One, long lens. Two, head for heights, because we've got to get up high, because at the minute we don't quite have that clear vantage point. However, I'll spin you around. You can see Brendan leading the charge. And Brendan is going to get us to our high vantage point. Oh, there's the view. There it is. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
I went running to catch you, and I felt totally fine. Until I stopped.
Honestly, altitude destroys you. It makes everything such hard work. But it's not the problem I'm talking about in this video. The problem is more related to time and pressure, and that's really apparent actually in the morning when I come back to this location for sunrise. For now, I'm actually doing alright, and I'm about to set up for my first shot of the evening, albeit a fairly obvious one.
Okay, so we have gone for the 135 with a teleconverter, 1.7 teleconverter, maximum reach I have with this camera. Hopefully it's going to be enough to kind of pull in those mountains. I'm sure it will be. I've shot 95% panos on this trip, so why stop now? Let's have a look. Crop mode, X-pan. Oh yeah. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's straightforward. It's a long lens pano of a mountain range. It doesn't get more simple or straightforward than that, but I think it's well worth it. Okay, the wind is picking up, the light is fading so fast, and we're moving around to altitude. It's hard. Let's quickly switch to a 90mm lens. Left my tripod behind. We're going to rely entirely on image stabilization, so we're going to clamber up some rocks. And I only have 2 pairs of hands. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, this is a little bit Sketchville, Tennessee. But we need to get high, because I think there's a pano on here, but I just need to get above the rocks in the foreground. Cheers, Brendan. Brendan's handing my camera. I don't know where I'm going to put you. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go and take the shot. Beautiful pano, beautiful sky, and I'll probably shoot it at f11. Lens cap off, panoramic mode on. Well, actually, I think I just missed the best of the light. The light moves so fast at these altitudes and this latitude, I can't even begin to explain. When I was setting up to clamber up onto this rock, the colour was right down to the peak. It was a beautiful scene. 2 minutes later, got all faffed on and got all my stuff ready, got up here, the lights shifted up, and it's a nice shot, but nah, I missed it by a few minutes. That's a shame. Oh well, not to worry. What a great evening this has been.
Honestly, this was a really fantastic evening, hanging out with friends, climbing up and over rocks, looking for compositions, enjoying the light, enjoying each other's company. I can honestly say it was not about the photographs, but it was about the process of taking the photographs. And this location was so good that the next morning we had to return. And this time, I would actually try and photograph the canyon itself. Now, this video is not sponsored, but I do want to plug some of my own stuff if that's okay. So I sell a couple of books, I have prints, and I'll be dropping prints from this Bolivia series as I go, so check out my website. And as well as that, I have a members club which is called the 617 Club. It's a great photography community that I run with my friend Simon Baxter. There are photography challenges with prizes, weekly live streams, special guests, and so much more. So if you're interested in any of that and you want to help support the channel, please check out the description below. But for now, it's time to photograph this sunrise.
Well, this is beautiful. So this morning, I'm not going to stress about getting a great photograph because I think it would be unfair of me to put that kind of pressure on myself, because this is a brand new area. We were in the Rock Canyon earlier in the video when I was running around with Brendan, having a lot of fun taking images. That was a whole other area, probably a kilometre away from here. But this spot, never been before, and we've arrived in the dark. So I can't expect to get any great images unless it's pure luck. So I've got myself up to this higher vantage point with an overlook of all of these boulders. We've got beautiful colour in the sky. In fact, you can see we've got colour in the sky behind me. I'm going to move quickly because I'm all too aware of how quickly things change in terms of the light. So the problem is I'm not set on my composition. No, okay. Right, I've got the 55mm lens on. I'm going to pop a wider lens on because I feel like a bit hemmed in with this lens. 1 second. Oh no. Damn it. I took the wide lens out of my bag. I forgot to put it back in. I didn't bring a wide lens. Okay, well, 55 is our widest. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a stitched pano. My God, this file's going to be massive. So manually focus in, F16. Just going to sweep the scene, make sure I'm not going to blow anything out.
As much as I was dreading stitching together these 100 megapixel files, actually the image turned out quite nice. It's not my best, but I think it's okay. And honestly, I meant what I said about not putting pressure on myself to get an image. It's just unreasonable turning up in the dark to a new location. And I've been in this situation so many times where you come to a beautiful spot, you put the pressure on yourself, you think that you should be getting an image, and the harder you look, the less you see. The pressure builds, the frustration grows, and then you start to feel bad about yourself, thinking it's you. And honestly, as soon as you're in that spiral, there's no getting out of it, and you'll just end up miserable. But if you just enjoy that moment, not even thinking about a photograph, you'll have a much better time, and you're actually far more likely to see something, be inspired, and shoot a great image.
Oh man, it's almost heartbreaking in a way. There's just not enough time. I think you could come to these canyons, these Red Rock Canyons, and you could spend a month here. And just come and explore every single day and get to know them and how they work with the light and find compositions. Let me tell you, an hour and a half at sunrise is not enough.
I would say that this is the biggest drawback to travelling for your photography. You never really get to know a location, but on the plus side, you do get to experience it. And for me, that makes it all worthwhile.
Well, I think the morning's photo shoot is over and it's time to head back for breakfast. As suspected, I didn't find another image here amongst the red rocks, but this place is phenomenal. And I could come here and I could just camp in these rocks for weeks and explore. There's so much potential. And to be honest, I was just having a great time aimlessly wandering. What a fantastic way to spend a morning. So thank you guys so much for watching. There will be a selection of Bolivia prints available on my website. If you want to support the channel, they'll come in all sizes, from nice and small to extra, extra large if you have a big space in your home or office. And with that being said, I will see you all next week. Cheers, guys.